Hey, Sneak Peek. I'm Edward Stockwell, and we are here with
Victor Teran.
Youssef, Delara.
About their movie, Snap.
Bingo.
Correct. Yes. It's bingo? Or
No,
it
it's Snap. No,
it's Snap. Okay.
I meant correct.
Oh, okay, because I did a lot of research. So, the movie is kind of this thriller, you would describe it as, I would
Yes.
say. And there's a relationship, and as all college kids should know, relationships do go wrong. But this one tends to go a little bit further just beyond kind of crappy.
Yeah, ultra
describe it as
crappy.
yeah.
Very wrong. Please,
Quite wrong.
the writer. Let the writer
Yeah,
tell
the
you.
The writer will tell you that it goes horribly wrong, but we don't want to tell you just how wrong or at what point. We want to save some of the secrets, but yeah, I mean, this is, the movie's about a guy who doesn't have a lot of relationships, and maybe the college kids know also that, so when you're not a person who's used to getting girls, and then you get a girl that you think is a little out of your league, sometimes you become a little overeager, and things can go really wrong when that happens.
So if both of y'all directed this.
Yes.
You did the editing as well.
Correct.
Yeah. Not much of the spotlight is shined on editing. How important is editing to a film?
Well, you ask an editor how important editing is, so that's yeah. No,
Central.
It's where you make the movie. I think as filmmaker, and Victor, I was the hands-on, but Victor obviously was the entire process. So it's really a team. It's really teamwork with the two of us and how we make our movies. But I mean, editing, and that's the reason I got into it as a filmmaker, as a director. I was like, that's really the most amazing time where it all comes together. Like, you get that instant sort of gratification when a scene works, and you get that like little bit of depression when it doesn't, and you have to fix it. But it's so cool when you cut a scene and you throw some music under it, and you're like watching, like, wow, I just made something. So it's like the most powerful part of filmmaking.
With two directors, what's kind of the advantages and disadvantages of two directors? Were there ever really butting heads of we should do it this way, we should do it that way, or is it kind of y'all both have a similar vision of where to take this?
We definitely, I think our disagreements when we have them are very constructive in that if one of us feels very strongly about a point and the other disagrees, our argument usually yields a stronger compromise position, a creative compromise that ends up being better than either one of our positions.
Well, no, I mean the downside. If you have to pick on a downside, it would be that there's a certain renegade spirit of independent filmmaking, and sometimes when you have to sort of check in with each other and get solid on something, it keeps that sort of like creative freedom from existing. But the other side of that is like that's a lot of times that doesn't yield great results, and it's just sort of you going off half-cocked. And I'm a very much like going off half-cocked kind of guy, not in a negative way, but like I'll just come up with something and I'll go with it. And the great thing with Victor is he's like, okay, look, just think it through, let's talk about it, and then then you adjust it. And that's I think what Victor says, like you have an idea. But then when the two minds come together, and if they disagree, then like we usually find a better compromise than like one person just going off and doing their own thing. And this is the first time that all of the elements are working together, and that's a film, right?
Yeah.
Sound, color, music, like it's all come together. Our cut that took forever to like hone. All the reshoots we did, not too many. But like all of it's in. So that's like, I'm just eager. I want to see what the heck the audience is going to like react. Like, what are they going to do?
Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us today.
Thanks a lot. Awesome. Thanks.
Thanks.